Now stand aside, worthy adversary.
'Tis but a scratch.
A scratch? Your arm's off.
No, it isn't.
Well, what's that then?
Worse.
I gotta say hi to everybody. Thanks for joining in. We're gonna get rolling here very soon. We had a little small technical difficulty getting started, and we've got that problem sort of solved. And let's see. God wanted to say hello also. Hello. And we got some really cool improvisation coming up for you tonight. And I want to welcome everybody and thank you all for being here. Richard, thanks, man. And we're going to get going here soon. Going to let some original music play and we'll get going. Mike, hello, man. I just wanted to mention to our director that I've got this music kind of turned back, so it's not nearly as loud as stuff's gonna get. So just be ready for that, right? We're just burn people's ears in a little bit. Hello, Tim.
Hey, Marshall.
Yes.
Will you set that Cranjis banner to ticker?
Let me try. Like that?
Yeah, but on the other one, you can delete the moving right along one.
Yeah, it's interesting. This one won't, it won't change.
You have to do the edit when it's not on.
I got it.
There you go.
I'll learn.
Marshall, you can go ahead and delete the moving right along one from the list. Both of those.
Okay. Done. Yeah, if you're here, it'd be great if you could share this on any social media you might have on, you know, any of those crazy social media places. It's insane what we can do with social media. I'm gonna do a little bit of that myself.
I think I seen that dude run a red light.
Yeah, buddy. Hello, Smiling Bill. Smiling Bill is in the house. All right. Hey. Hello. How's everybody doing? Hey. It's great to see you guys tonight.
It's good to be here.
I appreciate you taking part in this, and I want to introduce everybody to my new, recently found friend, Mr. Cranjis.
Yes,
I appreciate you coming along and sharing your talents with people who might be watching this broadcast tonight, and I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Hey, it's guitar. I'm a guitar nerd. I think you're a guitar nerd too. We love it.
I think anybody probably watching this right now is pretty much a guitar nerd.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you just stumble into this stream.
Right. We're kind of trying something that's not being done a lot, and that is actually playing together on YouTube. And you know, when I say together, I want to kind of explain a couple of things about tonight's broadcast, and that is that we're let me mute that. Sorry.
Let's go. Let's get it going.
Hey, we're gonna get going here right now. No, we aren't actually playing together. What we've done is compiled a few backing tracks and tried to pick some tracks that aren't all the exact same thing. And you're unaware of what I've picked for you to play along with tonight, but I know that, you know, the other night when we were playing together, it was really fun to be able to trade licks with you, and it just came up and you just went for it, man. And it's really a pleasure for me to get to play with someone of this, of his level. So I'm really excited to get to do this tonight. And so we've picked a few backing tracks.
It's hard to do, you know, to do this shit. You gotta know what you're doing. You know, you gotta have some smart people behind the scenes making it work.
Yes, and that was one of my next points that I wanted to make, and that is our man behind the scenes is Jampro Sound, and he will be switching the video scenes for you so you can watch us. Say hello to Mr. Jampro Sound. He is an exceptionally gifted engineer. He's a very, very solid bass player and a very long-time friend of mine. I've known him for a long time. He's worked in some very, very nice recording studios. So if he offers you some advice, I would listen closely.
That and he's picking up a $10,000 check at the end of the stream, courtesy of Set Up by Marshall.
There it is, and you heard it here first. I don't expect. I don't ask anyone to do anything for free. That's not the way I roll. I ask friends to help, and having said that, in the description of this video, and Lord Spike, hello, brother. In the description of this video, there are 3 ways that you can help keep this rolling and to help make it better. There are things that we can do. So there are options in the description in the YouTube video that you can use to send money to myself, and anything this show makes tonight gets split 3 ways. That's all I got to say about that. I think we can all handle doing that, and because this is really a first time for me, and I think a first time for Mr. Cranjis, and Justin has lent us his time to help direct things. So
I'm indebted
that's okay.
to you for a while for what you did for me the other night. Any monetization from my part goes straight to you, because Lord have mercy. You know, I'm no stranger to YouTube and streams and doing guitar live streams, but I've never done collabs like this. I've never.
Yeah. Our banners and things won't be as fun tonight because for whatever reason I don't have admin access to edit those. I can turn them on and off, so we'll roll with it, and I'll switch scenes.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's something that if there was some, I can't pay for everything myself. Not that I can't, but the 3 of us the other night spent hours together making sure that this works. And, you know, not that we're asking to be paid, we're just having fun, but we're also sharing our knowledge and trying to entertain some folks tonight. That's the whole point of this. So if you're feeling generous, please feel free to send some money our way, either PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. You have 3 options. So we'd love to see that. And another big shout out I want to give to
Bitcoin.
What's that?
What if they want to pay you by Bitcoin? Just kidding.
I'll take Bitcoin.
I don't know jack shit about that.
What's the other Bitcoin and what? Any other time I remember it.
There are many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have I have a Bitcoin wallet that I forgot about from when it first came out, and I think I put maybe $100 in it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that $100 is worth negative $900 or 90 grand right now. I have no idea, and I have to dig out all my login info to figure it out.
Nice. Yeah, I never did any of that stuff. My dad takes care of my stock market portfolio. He's retired and he's very good at it. So if I do that, I'm happy that he helps with that. He's pretty good at it. So, what do you say we just dive into a track and see how this rolls, man?
I say let's do it. Let's have a good fucking time.
All right, that sounds like a plan. All right. This ought to work just fine. Here we go. I need to bring the level of these backing tracks up a little bit. Let's get some sound just right though.
That was hard to get a
Guys.
feel for right there because it's just those two chords.
Two
Man,
chords, the whole thing,
Yeah.
man.
You got me on that one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And, I picked it. I chose that one because, number one, it was in 3/4 time signature.
Mm-hmm.
So, or a 6/8 time signature, depending on how you count it. So I thought that would be a fun one to throw you kind of under the bus.
Yeah, that one was. You got me on that one. I love the challenge though.
Yeah.
Love the challenge.
And I knew you would, man. Playing with you the other night, that was one of the coolest things was to get to play with somebody that we could trade back and forth and hear the flow of the music and hear the backing track and not get confused over stuff. And I think I have to ask, have you played in bands? Like you've played in live bands? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's not something we've just met. I don't really know.
Yeah, there's a lot of you guys I've followed for a while, but just from afar,
Sure.
just commenting here and there and popping in and out, and yeah. But yeah, on a kind of a personal level, and doing this kind of stuff for sure. Yeah, just within a week, really.
Yeah. Oops, let me stop that. Sorry, I got to remember to turn off the backing tracks.
Somebody's ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's really fun to make to build friendships like this. You and I have like flipped each other's shit on the Falcros live stream, and you always chug. The whole. I think it was you. Are you the chug?
I'm always giving Falco hell about playing some death metal.
Let me give me a moment. Let me say hello to a few people, and if you'd like to also, man, Hetriani, man, I did not expect to see you tonight, and thank you for stopping in. You guys, believe me, that motherfucker is a one badass fucking guitar player
right there.
And I hope that he might join us sometime. We got a small
if he
penis
jumps
driver.
in, I'm gonna grab a bass or something. I'm gonna start playing the toms.
Yeah. And we will try some playing together tonight. By what I'll do is I'll open up a drum track and I'll play that and play guitar along with it and see how well that will jive. Because I believe that if the starting point is here and I'm playing with a drum track, I think that we could probably actually play together. I don't know yet. We'll give it a try. I think we tried it the other night. It might have been a little weird, but nonetheless. Hetriani, thank you for being here. Rody, hey brother. The Hughes and Kettner is all fired up.
Rody.
In fact, let's see. Hang on here. I gotta show you. We'll make it work. That's my Hughes and Kettner. It's going. Lord Spike, how you doing? Dude, if you want to do that, and I'd really appreciate it. It is in the description of the video, and it's $. What is it? $. Set up by Marshall, I believe. Let me check. And that'd be greatly appreciated. Camellia, hello. Thank you for popping in. It's great to see you. We're having some fun tonight, getting to play some guitar together.
How's it come? Did it sound okay in your ear?
I got a perfect mix. In my headphones, this sounds fantastic. And I'm hoping that the same is true for you.
Yeah, it sounded on to me, but I guess it matters out there in YouTube land.
Hey, Marshall.
Yes, sir.
Your Reaper feed, you are a lot hotter than you have been before. You are stomping all over him, and everything coming from you is too hot.
Okay.
By about at least 2 dB. It's getting kind of it's getting kind of fuzzy when you guys are playing and you're walking all over him a little bit. So
I just brought myself back The
That's
whole
because he's such a
thing.
badass
Is the
player.
backing track okay? You're just saying the guitar is too loud, or the whole thing?
No,
Everything.
your guitar and the backing track was too hot,
Okay.
and it was kind of getting a little fuzzy. And
Okay. I just brought things back 2.5 dB.
there had been a comment about clean up the audio quality, and this would be really cool, and it was definitely more than it has been. So we'll see where we're at now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why it would have gotten louder, but all it takes is one.
And
as we all know, one little
you had mentioned, you had asked if I had messed with, and I did turn you from 170 down to 160 to try and compensate. And when I did that, you heard that, and you should not be hearing me change that.
Yeah, no, that was because I have my wireless headphones on, and I actually turned my guitar hit my headphone volume knob.
Okay. Okay.
I got that out. So all the technical stuff, I think we're doing all right. And
What about the timing? Was the timing coming across?
Timing's fine. Yeah, I think we're okay timing wise. I was sitting here trying to talk to you guys for the whole song once in a while, and then I realized that I was not even in the chat. I forgot that I have to be in the chat with my camera off and then mute my mic and so on and so on and so on. So I'm sitting here going, these guys aren't even like, I guess I'm just not.
Turn your shit up.
yep.
It helps
your
if you
shit
turn
down.
it on, right?
You need to get the God voice going.
Or she'll stop playing.
All right, let's just try another track and see how this goes. What do you think?
What are you about to throw at me this time?
Let's see. I'll give you the key. This one's it's in B minor. I think we may have played through this last time, so you might recognize it. I'll let you just kick this one off. It'll take a few seconds for it to get started, but here we go. This one's in B minor. B as in boy.
I thought you said Z minor. Yeah, we did.
Let me stop this. Some of the reasons some of these tracks are a bit longer is simply because Stephen, welcome. Is because the expectation, the hope, is that more talented guitar players or keyboardists or even vocalists who can spit lyrics will pop in and
or even triangle
join
players.
us. Say again?
If you play the triangle, come on in here. Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
Yeah. We want to, so some of these tracks are a little bit long, and watching two guys, I ran out of licks on that one, I think.
Yeah, after a while, I mean...
You can only do so much.
After about 7 minutes, even like, I'm sure when you're doing it by yourself, after about 7 minutes, I'm like, oh my God, all right, I need a new track.
Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there were 3 or 4 guys playing, it would definitely be a whole other spectrum. And I'll tell you and just share something kind of personal is that what I'm getting from this is that I listen and hear you play something, and it inspires me to try something that I wouldn't normally do.
You did the dissonant riff again. And I was going to hijack that shit tonight, and I did it in the wrong fucking spot. I should have been... And I did it in the wrong key. Oh, well,
that
live and
one-
learn. I'm gonna do that shit. That's gonna be my new thing. Now I just want to do dissonant riffs on everything.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, can we do can we take a second, guys, and just kind of dial in our audio a little bit?
Yes.
If both of you just play a G chord or something together.
E.
G.
Let me.
A G. Okay, Marshall. The backing track is still coming in pretty hot and stomping over him. And bring it down another 2 or 3, and we'll see where we're at.
Do I need to come
Otherwise, I think we're okay.
No, I'll make all the adjustments.
Yeah, because this could get real tricky if you guys start getting me to make tweaks. I promise you.
Yeah.
This could get fucked up in a hurry.
The backing track needs to come down. Give me a second here. Where are you? There we are. I need to make you bigger.
It almost seems like the backing track's got a compressor or limiter or something that's like mashing it tonight, and it's really ripping on everything.
And that very well might be the case. Let me look at how this is. Yeah, that is truly the case that's going on here. Let me just undo one thing.
I thought it was going
here.
nuts.
Yeah,
What's weird is when he's playing, I can barely hear him. So if I accidentally step on you, Marshall, that's why, because you're really low in my mix. But as long as it's right on YouTube, that's all I care about. Well,
it's not. When he's playing, I can barely tell Marshall's playing.
Yeah.
The backing track was stomping over you too, Marshall.
Yeah. And and that's I've got a separate headphone mix that I could mix my phones with, and what would be ideal is if I literally got rid of that. And I think because I've got all the tracks turned down a little bit. Just technically, that's where we're at with that. So
we'll see where we're at now.
Yeah, let me just push play. Here we go. This is that first track that was in C, and we'll see how this. See, already that sounds better to me.
I can hear you better for sure.
Okay.
You could probably bring the backing track down another 2 dB, honestly.
Okay. Yep. That's fine.
That might be better? A little too much. So leave the balance there, but bring your overall up. Maybe pull your vocal mic down 2 dB and push the master up or something.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, because I had backed off the master bus quite a bit. Here we go. Is that getting better?
It didn't really sound like it changed much, honestly. That's better. Let's go with that.
How's that sounding to you, Mr. Cranjis?
You're way better.
Way better?
Way better. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Let's do a check with Cranjis and see where he's at with his levels,
Yeah.
and just make sure we're good, and we'll move on.
Okay. I'll find a backing
Thank you.
track like an E flat or something, so it would really fuck with him, right? Here's the same track. Go for it, man.
I think we're good. If Cranjis is good with his mix and his headphones, I think we're all right.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I'm a little bit hot in my headphones, but it ain't nothing. I'm too scared to fuck with it tonight.
Yep. Right on. And you do have a way to turn that down in the Focusrite mix control. And remember those two channels. So you could potentially make a small adjustment. I know.
Well, I'll wait till we do another one or two.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see.
Falcor says that is an improvement, Marshall. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you,
If
man.
the
I
Falco
appreciate
says
that.
it's true.
Yeah, and it's interesting because now all of my headphone volumes are at nothing's adjusted, so I almost don't need that. So you know what I'm talking about, Justin, and I think the Falcor does too. I think we got a pretty good, solid mix going on here. So that's good to know. It takes a little bit of testing, and
Let's get back into it.
I think we should do that track right there. I think we should do it for an entire hour straight.
And we have to switch guitars every time we trade off, right? Swap guitars out. And you're playing the old Les Paul. What is that thing? Tell me a little bit about your guitar.
Yeah, it's a Les Paul Standard. I got it in 2000. I've had some work done to it. It's not factory. Got some Seymour Duncans in here. Couldn't tell you which ones they are. I love it. I never have this thing tuned to 440, so the strings feels like I'm playing, they're really tight. I love this guitar. It's my favorite one. I do love my Ibanez. That's a nice guitar, but this one here, this will always be my baby.
Yeah, very cool guitar. And I have one. Hang on just a second. We might as well do this while we're at it. Because, why not?
That's what I say. Why not?
Why not?
Okay.
Now we can play the same.
Get a little dueling Paul action going on.
Yeah, same exact guitar, man.
Yeah.
I got to tune this thing, though. I wasn't really expecting to play this. Now, tell me about the neck on your Les Paul real quick. We can talk a little guitar tech nerd shit.
I done told you, Marshall. I'm not too savvy with that stuff. I just see nice guitars on the wall, and I say, I want that one.
This is a 2010 Les Paul traditional, and it's a traditional modeled after the 50s era of Les Pauls. So it's a Les Paul standard. It just says traditional on the headstock.
Huh.
And also, I just realized I need to get a light positioned in here because my light is pointed at the floor right now. I was doing something. So I don't know how.
Hey,
well
Marshall,
this
can you
thing-
do me a favor?
Yes.
Turn your Diet Pepsi bottle so that the logo's facing us, and we'll get a little product placement going.
You never know. They might want to endorse it.
Well, I did that on purpose just to kind of tempt them a little bit. Let me just,
That's a good place. That's a good place for it to hang out before it was right in front of you. Yeah.
Put it right in front of my guitar neck so nobody can see what I'm doing. Steal all my shit, right?
There you go. It's a good anti-theft device.
Yep.
But there's water in that Pepsi bottle.
There is. It might be time for a new one.
I don't know if Pepsi would like that too much. Oh, okay. Never mind. There is some Pepsi at the bottom.
There's my camera. I forget what camera I'm looking into. Yeah, there's a little bit of diet. It's backwash. But for all your drinking pleasures, Diet Pepsi is the one.
That's good.
Bill, we're not going to have, just to respond to that, I would love to have some more folks come in, but we had some issues last week, and we've got to work through that before we get you on here again, because you're doing stuff on your phone, and you're listening to it on different, you're listening to YouTube, which is 3 minutes behind StreamYard. So just kind of try and explain a little bit. And I'm going to be as polite but factual as I can with respect to having folks come on. We want to make sure that everything's working. And Cranjis and I got together about 15 minutes prior to the stream tonight just to check stuff. And we have had some, thank God we did that, brother.
Yeah, we eliminated a couple of doozies right there.
Yeah, it could have been some, it would have been pretty hectic. And then, even having done that, we still are wrestling with stuff a little bit. And a lot of that is because in the downtime, when we're not playing, I need to remember to not touch anything in the project in Reaper and leave everything alone.
Lord knows I didn't touch shit.
Right.
Once you got me hooked up the other night, I was done with it.
And let me ask you this, man. When you go home, you get home, you just grab your guitar, turn on Reaper, and go for it. Is that what you're... Yeah.
Pretty much.
And you've got the same guitar tone you have right now.
I've got about 8 tones here that I use. I don't get too fancy with my board, but yeah, pretty much. I don't experiment too much.
Yeah, I don't have a shitload of different tones. Tonight, I just switched guitars, so that's going to help change stuff a little bit. But I've run through 2 different amp sims tonight, and I don't think very many people could even tell that I had switched them, aside from one had the whammy pedal on it, and the other one had the wah. And so I'm currently running through my Hughes and Kettner, my amp. And I got effects all over it so I can hide behind the effects for my crappy guitar playing.
Distortion 10, gain 10, treble 10.
Yep.
Bass 10. Delay 10. Where do guitar players hide most of their mistakes? Where is that hidden at? Is that in the delay or the reverb?
The
gain?
11?
Like, all of us are guitar players, and if you don't want to be playing dry, if you want to cover up some mistakes, what's the first thing you go to cover up the mistakes?
I live on my delay pedal.
Delay? Yeah, delay solves some issues. Delay definitely solves issues.
I live on my delay pedal. My dad was here tonight. That's awesome. I sent him an invitation this morning. I'm glad he joined in tonight. So cool to see him. Nice. Tone shaping. And Care, we talked a little bit in email. I know you're busy, but I would love to have you on. So let me know when you get set up and you have some time. We'll get you going. Let's play something else. What do you say? I just got this Les Paul going. We'll try something different.
You're right, Hetriani. Delay and wah pedal. Wah pedal wide.
Yeah.
You can be playing just about playing in the wrong key, and a wah pedal will hide it.
I'm also a fan of the light switch.
Well,
Gotta love it, man.
I
Guitar
was gonna
players.
mention. I was gonna mention my
you know what we're
tuner
talking
pedal.
about. The struggle is real.
Mitch, have you ever heard Hetriani play live? Hetriani, have you ever missed a note playing live? That's my question. It's just never been. Let's try this one. This is it's kind of a new track also, and I believe it's in 6/8. I think. Let's see. We'll play it for long enough to see how we do. And, let's see. This one is
Trying to find 6/8 on my guitar here.
That was it.
Freestyle.
Nice.
Freestyle.
Whew.
Wow.
Dude.
That was fun. That was fun. That was a little easier to get into that track.
Yeah.
We're doing much better level wise, by the way. Sounding much better, guys.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome.
I appreciate that, Justin. Thank you. Mitch. Hello, brother Mitch.
Would it be the worst thing in the world if I smoked a halftime cigarette?
All right, no, absolutely not. In fact, I could probably take a little five or two, let my hands cool off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a couple of original songs that I've recorded, and if you're on the show and you've recorded some original music, you're more than welcome to play your music here on this forum. Cuz I've been throwing that one in for quite a while, man. It's fun. I'm glad that you caught on to that. So what I'm gonna do is just insert a couple of original songs that I've recorded. But again, if you have your own music recorded, you are more than welcome to share that on this jam session. I'm gonna, that's, okay, here's one that's kind of cool. With solo, we'll put this on here. Some of this stuff is gonna be instrumental. I don't have lyrics on everything, and I've got some buzz going, forgive me. Let's turn that off there. Let me see. And we're just going to take a couple minutes here and just take a little quick break. Lars, hello, man. And again, I want to extend an invite to everyone. If you play and you'd like to participate in this type of adventure, we'll call it an adventure, I would love to hear you play. And let's see, let's see, what's this one? Oh, that's a classical piece. I don't want to do that. What's this one? Let me listen to this real quick. Should be able. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's got.
So I have a surprise guest that would like to say hello to everyone real quick.
Oh.
Hi.
Hello. Hello, girl. How was school today?
Good.
Was it good? Excellent. You let me see your earrings. How are your earrings? Got the same turtles? Oh my goodness, look at that. You are so
right.
adorable. Are you having a snack right now? Yeah. Oh, that sounds good.
It's like, bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thanks for popping in. I'm gonna just for the sake of privacy, I'm not gonna mention say any names if that's all right. I don't want anybody to. Let's see. Oh, here's another cool one that I did. Let's see. I'm finished. Mix 3. I don't know if this is a good mix. This ought to be enough material for. So I'm just going to push play and let this roll for a moment. And y'all, maybe we could call this a halftime show. We're definitely not done tonight. And again, if you're interested in joining me and other players on this format, please, my email address is on my about page, or if you are, I know everybody here. I've seen everybody here, and I've emailed back and forth with everybody. Send me an email and let me know. And unfortunately, during the shows, it's difficult for me to check my email. I got a lot going on when I'm doing this. So we're gonna just put on a. We're gonna put this on. I think. Yeah. Here we go. And we're gonna let this roll. And let's see what we can do here. Oh, it doesn't. Hang on. It won't. I gotta. Let's see, where am I sending that to? Send it to. Oh yeah, that's why I can't hear it. Yes, it does work. I forget that I can't hear this. All right, guys, here you go.
Hey, Marshall, if you can possibly hear me, you muted everything. And I have no control because you muted your end.
Uh-oh.
Yep. I watched him stand up, turn around, he hit mute and walked off. And I can't do anything about it.
I backed up a few minutes while I was taking my smoke break there, and there's still it's like I'm a millisecond or two off on the timing, but I think it ain't. I think it's something we can get worked out in the future.
Yeah, we'll get it dialed.
Just a little bit for a perfectionist to notice.
I'm gonna see if I can get him on the phone and let him know that.
It's close though. It's I've had way bigger disasters than this. I can tell you that. Going live and playing the opening 2.5 songs muted on a live stream is pretty fucking disastrous. Now we got to con Hetriani into doing this.
Is this an...
Then we'll have the circle. Maybe get old Preston up here. Get old Rhodey up here. Yep, you gotta love live streams.
We're gonna call my daughter Jam Pro Sample now. Maybe we'll put her to work when we need filler like this.
Yeah. I'm just counting the red lights that he's running in this video. I've done counted 3 so far. Blew through a couple of stop signs. Is Falco, you doing a lame live tonight?
You're listening to the warm and mellow sounds of Cranjis. Thank you for joining us.
Filler.
Our fearless leader has joined us again.
Right. Well, if he has, we can't hear him.
He's prepping. He's prepping. Hey, Marshall, can you hear me? Marshall, if you can hear me, you muted your end before you went out to take your break.
That's right, and I realized that, and I didn't have my headphones on, and
I watched you stand up, hit mute, and walk out as I was going, hey, dude.
Oh, wait a minute.
I texted you, I called you, and so we had some nice warm accompaniment from Cranjis.
Right.
We found a way to get through it.
That's another thing that I'm totally open for on this thing. If you feel like you want to take us for a ride, like, dude, like, rip on that thing, there's it's kind of fun to just listen to a guy cut loose and just play. Let me see if I can make this. There we go. Let's turn on another light. It's kind of dim in here. Feel free, man. It's your world. If you'd like to take it for a ride, man, please do.
Waiting on you.
Okay.
What was that GNR lick, Cranjis?
Oh,
Use your illusion, isn't it? Estranged?
Yeah, estranged.
Okay.
Yeah. What is it? Yeah.
Better stay away from that tone.
It was estranged GNR.
Yeah.
Oh.
Estranged. You familiar with that one? Of course, we're a half step up, but
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you listen to?
As a youngster growing up, I was definitely Joe Satriani. A lot of prog rock type stuff. Also, I loved Dream Theater, but when Nirvana and Alice in Chains hit, that was it.
You're a grunge guy.
Dude, Jerry Cantrell is he's such a fantastic guitar player and wrote some really great songs, and it killed me when Lane left us. And it was so sad to watch somebody that talented go for that reason. That just,
Yeah.
I was angry. But of course, in the 80s when I was in high school, I listened to a lot of Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, certainly Guns N' Roses. But I've always also been a huge AC/DC fan.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of my first riffs was.
There you go. Yep.
You gotta love AC/DC, man.
Yeah.
A purist, no effects, and just open chord.
I've always thought the biggest money, if you're into money and you want people to come see you at shows, the more simple the better. I mean, there's no doubt to me, like a Steve Vai and Satriani are way better than Angus, but more people are going to lay down cold hard cash to go see Angus than they are those guys any day. And that goes for Yngwie too. I love Yngwie.
Yeah.
And I mean, while Yngwie's playing at the restaurant down the road, Angus is playing in sold out stadium.
Stadium. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. There's something about that. I mean, Nirvana, simple as can be, bigger than anybody. It's always those simple songwriters, man.
Yeah. And, that's one thing with respect to, I learned very young to play guitar. And, at 18, 19 years old, I was just smoking fucking guitar player, at least in the city that I lived in. I played in really great bands and bands that were popular, but I can't write a fucking song to save my life.
Really?
Not that I've never written anything. I'm not, certainly nothing has ever really gone anywhere. Friends and family and people that hear my music do enjoy it, some of my stuff, but I've never been a real strong songwriter. I think I write neat and inventive or unique chord progressions, but I don't think that's everything. Not everybody wants to hear that. Of course, if you try and please everybody, you're going to live a very long, sad, miserable life. But I've just never been able to spit lyrics and write songs.
You meant from a lyric standpoint.
Well,
you can compose songs and.
Yeah, I've written some really interesting chord progressions, I believe, and inspired stuff. And I think, it's stuff that if I had handed that rhythm track to Joe Satriani or Steve Vai, they would have taken it for a ride. And, that may have been one of their songs, I suppose. But, And it almost equates to you almost have to have lyrics to have, instrumental rock is... Again, it's playing 3,000 notes to 3 people versus playing 3 notes to 3,000 people.
Yeah, I love Satriani and Vai and all them that all you guys love, but I can only take them in small doses. I can't listen to Satriani all day. Like if you notice, their songwriting is very. I can't think of the correct word. You guys are probably going to kill me on this, but. It's very atmospheric, it's every once in a while I like a little grit, and I like raunchy, I like sleazy rock and metal sometimes, and if I'm in a technical mood and I just want to know how to play every scale in the book, I'll look those guys up and listen to a song or two, but then I always gravitate right back toward the guys that are just playing the more pentatonic stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and I definitely use pentatonic or the blues scale I was taught the blues scale. I was never taught the pentatonic minor scale because I was taught by a jazz guitarist, and he hated leaving out that blue note. And it bugged him that all these riffs missed. Thus, that weird note that I'm always throwing in there. I try and find that sort of stuff. So I'm not a very fast player, and that's really interesting. To the contrast between yourself and me is you are a smoking fast guitar player. I mean, you have got speed that I have never accomplished as a player.
Yeah. As I was telling you the other night, I mean, like any other time, I can't never not remember his name. The guy from Dream Theater. What was his name?
John Petrucci.
Yeah, I just grew up on the shredders, and I love that stuff. And I don't know, man. It's hard when you get to be a fast player, and Hetriani can probably attest to this. It almost gets harder to restrain because you hear everything fast. Sometimes it's almost easier to just,
Yeah.
It's hard to slow down.
Well, and a very famous, very, very, very successful songwriter and guitarist, Paul Gilbert, has been in the last 10 years of watching him let's say just 6-7 years watching him on YouTube, to hear him talk about that quite often. He's like, I made a living whittly, whittly, whittly. It's like when I want to slow down and play the blues, like, fuck, I can't do it. So, yeah. And Mitch's comment, and first of all, let's see. I wanted to say, Joe, I'm glad that you made it to this channel, and I'm a guitar tech. I do that for a living. I build guitars, but mostly repair them. What was I going to say? I got distracted. I had seen some of the chat, so forgive me.
You're good.
Yeah. Mitch said harder to play slow, and it's interesting. Set a metronome to 30 beats per minute and try and stay on that fucker at quarter notes. And it'll take you a second. I mean, if you've been playing for a while, of course you can do it. But as a beginner, man, that's where you really learn to stay in time, playing metronomes or drum machines.
Yeah, us fast players, you start out at 30 and then you wind up at like 230. It's
right. Yeah, and I've never been very fast. I didn't aspire, I think, to do that. It didn't. Again, I was listening to Satriani and other guys that I thought were really fast. The dudes from Iron Maiden played some really fast licks back in the 85, 86. It's like, holy shit. I didn't hardly ever listen to Yngwie, but I heard it and I tried.
Yngwie was very underground.
Yeah.
Still is.
Yeah. I've tried to build my tempo, but I just never could find myself being able to play at a really fast pace and be tight. It was like I couldn't get these to lock together. And I don't have a legit excuse other than maybe I didn't practice enough when I was 15, 16 years old, learning modes and scales and shit like that, which I have a vast education in music theory. So when I'm improvising, I try and use as much of that as I can to sound odd.
Eddie Van Halen was the one to me that bridged the gap. He was the one that could take the fast playing and all the crazy shit and still put in the radio friendly pentatonic licks that everybody can relate to.
Yep.
He did it perfectly. Satriani and Vai, they're on another level, but their shit ain't getting played on the radio either. It's kind of, you got to be a guitar nerd to really appreciate them, or a music nerd.
Yeah.
Eddie really bridged that gap. He did it all right and figured out a way to make a lot of money with it. Not that the other guys are broke. I'm just saying we're talking Mega Millions versus probably 3 or 4 million or something.
Yeah. And right now, Satriani, Vi, and Eric Johnson are out doing the G3 reunion tour. And, I've been to see Satriani 3 times, but I don't put on his music at home when I'm wanting to listen. I hardly ever listen to anything, any music. I listen to a backing track and play along with it, or I listen to my own music or music that Mark and I have collaborated on, or even songs that Preston Smith and I have done, or other players. So
yep.
I
got to see Malmsteen in Atlanta back in 2008 or something. It was in the 2000s. He played in Atlanta at the Masquerade. I was one of like maybe 300 people there at that show. It was awesome.
Right.
I loved it. I was into it, but that's
not a big turnout.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on a level below us, like T-Pain or somebody was playing in front of a packed house. So life ain't always fair, right?
Yeah. And something I've recently noticed about Malmsteen, especially, I am a huge Rick Beato fan. If you don't like him, that's fine.
I saw the interview he did with him. Yeah.
But his recent interview with Yngwie, it was a real stark contrast to what I've known or seen from Yngwie. Because I've said it a few times, and it's almost as if somebody went, okay, dude, you're
I think he even made a comment about. I think he made a comment about somebody flipped the ego switch off or something.
Yeah.
And he had said something about some of his friends just kind of pulled him aside and they were like, "Hey, man, drop the rock star bit a little bit, and you'll be a little bit more personable."
Yeah.
And I think another artist in a band that you really enjoy would be Axl Rose. Another one who just went off the fucking deep end with his fucking ego and ruined literally a perfect band. Ruined it.
Yeah.
And, Yngwie wasn't like that. He just went through 18,000 drummers and 18,000 bass players. Because I don't think people could really stand. But that's just my observation from the outside. I don't know.
Yeah, to me, GNR is a tragedy. They could have cranked out. They don't have that many records, like maybe 5, 6, something. Appetite.
GNR?
Use Your Illusions, yeah. Lies. They put out the Spaghetti Incident and, Chinese Democracy that nobody listened to. So, 6, 7 records. They could have easily put out 10 that were. But hey, they still capitalize on it. They were so big in that short time span.
Yeah.
Dude, they've made more money in the last 8 years than they have probably
Forever.
all the years leading up to that.
Yeah.
I have a
Not
copy
in
of
this
Chinese
lifetime tour.
Democracy.
Huh?
I have a copy of Chinese Democracy that was given to me when I was standing in the checkout line at a dollar store. They asked me if I wanted a CD, and I said, sure, and they handed me Chinese Democracy.
Wow.
And production-wise, it was actually a decent album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was overproduced, but yes, it was very well done. There's some good songs on it. But, most people are not going to get over the fact that Slash and all them other guys are not in the band, It is what it is. What you going to do?
Yeah. Didn't Buckethead, didn't he play live with them for a short, there was a big MTV awards show and he played. And I was like, who the fuck is that guy? And he was playing Guns N' Roses stuff. And then back then, I don't think there was internet at that point. If there was, it was teeny. I don't remember. Has it been that long ago?
Yeah, he joined the band, I think, like in 99. And the first time I saw them with him, they had been gone for a while, and they made their big return at Rock in Rio or something like that in the year 2000. And I remember having dial-up internet, running a fucking phone cable from like 75 feet away. You had to take the old house phone off the jack and hook the cord in and run it to my old computer and do
War
the dial-up
games.
internet, trying to see footage of this shit, because a lot of people were curious about, like, Chinese democracy had a lot of people intrigued. Everybody was ready to see what that shit sounded like.
Yeah.
He waited too late to put it out.
Yep, and therein lies, the whole problems that they were developing with Axel, and I think Slash probably had some stuff going on at the same time, and that happens with bands. I've been in bands that have had it's hard to do.
Man, yeah. Egos, man.
Well, that and just simple, you guys know one another, and you write this big, huge record, and you're cool for 4 or 5 years, and then you get to know one another. It's like a marriage. It truly is. Sometimes it goes south, and not that the south is bad, but it goes the wrong direction, and you end up doing this instead of this.
Yeah.
If you think about a band like the Rolling Stones, anybody heard any arguments between those dudes? AC/DC, any arguments? Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, their bass player was a dope addict for a while, and they had some trouble, but I mean,
it's weird, the bands that survive, there's some,
Yeah.
I mean, Metallica are like the good guys they survived.
Yeah. And
God. Here's one. Who would have thought Nickelback would still be around in 2024?
Right.
Jesus Christ, them guys just, I don't know.
Yeah. Still going. Yeah.
Have you guys happened to see any of the recent Def Leppard gigs at the Whiskey? The videos recently.
I did see that.
Those guys, it's like they spent the last part of the last year or so of the lockdown just woodshedding again together, and Joe
Still
vocally, like he was really kind of going the way of Bon Jovi for a while, and he got something going on, and he's back in it, nailing it effortlessly.
Yeah.
He maybe just needed to take a few years off and let his voice relax and recuperate, and maybe a new diet or a workout routine that helps strengthen that. I mean, as a guitar player, you have to keep your arms and your hands and everything healthy in order to play. And Het just said, never any issues in Metallica. I mean, the only issue they ever had was when their first bass player.
Well, yeah.
He'd still be in the band today, I believe.
I know that they did the movie or whatever, some kind of monster or whatever, and I know they really wanted to highlight they really focused on some dramatic episodes there, but the core stayed together,
Yeah.
I know Newstead left, but that was kind of on them. I mean, Metallica has endured, is what I'm trying to say, with the core that, Guns N' Roses went years without. Axl was the only original member there for about, 15 years.
Had Bumblefoot playing for him, and I don't know who anybody else in the band was.
Yeah, revolving doors. So I think that's more or less what I was getting at. Megadeth, Megadeth. The Dave Mustaine is literally he's got a new guitar player like every other week.
Right. Yeah, it was astonishing. I love Kiko. I would love to meet that guy and shake his hand and just say hello and thank him for being such a class act, man, and such a great example to young people and to bandmates, man. He was so cool and such a fantastic guitar player. It was really sad to see him go, but he made no bones about it. I've got to be home. And it seems like the band, when he left the band, it was one of the first times where it wasn't a big fucking drama. Although with the internet, we hear everything about everything, and not all of it's true, so nonetheless. But
nothing's a mystery anymore.
Yeah.
Remember when we were, and I hate to date myself and you guys, but Remember back in my day, we had to go to the store and get a magazine or wait for Kurt Loder on MTV to break some news. Now, you know, we had to go to stores or wait to get news. Now you can go to Twitter and, I mean, you can find out about shit in real time, you know.
Hey, we have a question for you.
Oh, you got that, Marshall? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wouldn't be a good teacher. Ooh. I've tried to help, and it's like I've got a nephew that's real interested in guitar, and ironically, he likes a lot of the same stuff I like, but he comes over here and he gets enamored with the setup, and he just wants to grab the guitars and start playing, and I don't know. I never, because I don't know, I couldn't tell you, you know, all the modes and stuff. I just know what sounds right. I know guitar by shapes and sounds. I'm a play by feel type player. I mean, I know enough to be dangerous. I know all the notes on the fretboard. I know, you know, I know all the basics, but I couldn't sit here and say, all right, we're going to do a Dorian and we're going to transition into a Frisian or whatever. I couldn't tell you that, but I could play it, but I just don't know that I'm doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, but technique-wise, I think you would have a lot to offer students because of your picking technique and your ability to play fast. If you slow that down and really analyze what you're doing, there are a lot of people that, myself included, who could learn something from you. Just because I'm a teacher, I teach, but I don't, you know, I don't have that.
I'm always looking for the challenge, and I know this is completely unrelated to the question, but you know, I like to take the pentatonic and find that funky note in it. I'm never satisfied with just doing the boxy, you know, other than just in small doses, but I want to try to find that, you know, do something weird in it and bring it back to the pentatonic and go back. And it causes a lot of fuck ups too, don't get me wrong, but I'm always trying to find that weird note that makes it taste a little bit different.
Yep. And something that you had mentioned was, you know, I don't know what to call it. You know, if I'm playing something, I don't know, you know, I might be playing the Phrygian mode, but I don't really know if that's what it is. You know, and it's I've always called that putting a name with the face. It's ultimately remembering what this thing looks like and being able to call it something. You can look at your fingerboard, and just that was kind of how I learned to know this is the Phrygian mode. This is the pattern that you play the Phrygian mode. It didn't have anything to do with the names of the notes. It just, this pattern was it. And if you play this pattern, you're playing the Phrygian mode. And if you start in one spot, you're playing it in G. If you start 3 frets up from that, you're playing it in B flat, and so on. So, you know, but I think as I know a lot of people say this, and it's true, that a lot of the big boys don't have a fucking clue about theory. The names of modes.
I think it's better to be a free, because you don't have now. I think the best players are the ones that have a little bit of knowledge and more freestyle. You know, well, you say that, and then you got guys like Petrucci out there that are, Satch.
Yeah,
you know, those guys. I don't know. Let's take a scale like this, like I mean, that's just the boxy. But you can do one little change to make that taste completely different. You can. I mean, I don't know what that is, but just changing one note in that phrase. don't know. One note can change everything.
Yeah, and I think what I see and hear with you playing, when I listen to you play, and I'm trying to stay at that level, you know, I hear someone who has a very, very well trained ear. You can hear your ear is so well trained the way that you play that you're almost playing totally by ear. And of course, there's a shitload of technique that you've developed.
Yeah.
But your ear allows you to.
On ear. It was much later. It was years later that I really. I mean, doing sessions and you know, ad-libbing or what we're doing, improvising, was what you know, the early years were formed on. It's only been recently, in recent years, since, you know, I've really gotten too old to you know, be out there chasing a rock star dream. And really, it's just in these last 5 years that I've been able to get into the nerdy side of it, the, you know, different techniques and different, I don't know, I like where I'm at now. I'm enjoying just learning the science. I love the science of the guitar, even though I don't know it verbatim verbally. I couldn't tell you I couldn't write it on paper. I'd love to do it, if that makes any fucking sense whatsoever.
I just want to say, one, your technique is great. Your tone is awesome. And the fact that you can play ascending or descending without any issues. A lot of guys that get comfortable with, you know, they practice ascending runs and chords. Yeah. But on the descending stuff, you know, they might be Mach 9 on the ascending side, but going the other way, they trip over themselves. And it seems like you are comfortable doing whatever, wherever. And what's really impressive is the fact that you can do it with 2 rings right next to each other on that neck hand. And it's clack together, and it doesn't slow you down one bit.
They clink and clack constantly. I'm so glad you brought that up, because I hear it so much.
My question for you is, from a feel perspective, do you ever feel like you're fighting against those rings working against each other?
Yep, I do. There's been streams where I've done in the past where I'm like, I'm not gonna do it, and then I take them off and I feel naked without them, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna tough through it, and whatever comes out comes out. I don't give a shit. But yes, that is a very, that's spot on. Yeah. That's a guy that knows his shit right there. Because they do cause conflict.
Well, we're glad to have you.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah. Why don't we play through another riff? What do you say? We've been
let's do it. It feels like it's been an hour since we did it.
We're sneaking up on 2 hours, man.
Yeah.
Kind of amazing that it's been going this long.
Yeah.
This one's a little bit shorter, so I got to make sure I got everything set up correctly here. Shut that off and shut that off. Make sure I don't have any odd sounds. Let's see, what is this one? Forgive me for not being totally ready on this one. What is this one? Okay. I tell you what, man. I failed to write down the key of this one. So...
well, the last one was in that 6/8 key, so we're going to find this one.
Right. This one should be in 4/4. So we'll just see what happens here. See if I got. Yeah. I think it's A minor. Oh, it's E.
That sounds like E all day.
F sharp.
Whoa. We both hit it. And I love the Alice in Chains that you're getting in there. Now, I want to see you do that over a major.
Let me think about that. Yeah, because that one's. I was fucking around with that the other night. So something in E. Let me clean up my guitar a little bit here. Come on, I don't. Okay, so let's see. Is that right? All right.
You got to figure out how to throw that riff into a major.
Right.
A major
I'm just
scale.
I'm using the major. Let me see this one. This track should allow me to do it. Let's try this one. We'll see if I can make it work. I don't know. I think this is an E.
You got. It's official. You have got to throw that lick in every song now from here on out. Oh, that sounds so happy. You did it.
Nice.
Thank God you ended that. Woo!
I was kidding.
Jeez. I thought you was gonna try to see how long we could go at that.
Oh no, that's a longer one. If 3 or 4 guys were here, we'd be able to do it.
Oh,
Charlie, hello, and I want to say hi. Cherokee Mama 4, hello.
Hey, Cranjis.
How you doing?
Yes.
Hope everybody's doing good tonight.
Any
We've
chance
been
you
going
can
at this
scoot about
for
2 inches to your right?
Yeah, I know that damn.
You're good. Right there is
Yeah.
perfect, man.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
It's always an issue.
Oh, the microphone.
Backlight's
Yeah,
good,
there's
but
there's a gleam going on back there. That
Oh,
yeah.
wow. And
Hey,
very nice.
you know
play.
what? We did the best we could on the cuff for about, what was that? 8 minutes, 9 minutes.
Yeah, I was close. It wasn't 8 minutes, but it was more like 5.
Okay,
That
it
little-
felt like 8.
Yeah, and they do. When you get, it's like, please get over. Please be over.
Yeah. After a while, those 3 or 4 chords is like, all right.
Yeah.
Maybe we need Jam Pro to start singing some lyrics in there or some. Give us some inspiration.
Right. And I have just so you know, you kind of know. And again, I'd like to improve this a bit, and that takes some help. And so, if you would care to, if you feel like you've learned something or you enjoy what you're seeing or hearing, feel free to use PayPal, Venmo, and or Cash App, and those are in the description of the video. And I would really appreciate it because we've got some really cool stuff going on and a lot of people helping with this. And I think this is a really great and fun format to do. So it takes a lot of work to get it here. We appreciate
this was a
everybody
good
being here
test
for
run.
sure. Yeah, it's so cool. The turnout tonight has been spectacular. I'm really, really super cool that everybody's.
Thank you, Het, too. That's real cool that he stopped by.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool that everybody stopped by, but Het, that's there's some pressure when you play in front of that guy. So.
Yeah. Oh, Lord, thank you, man. Very kind of you.
We got a pretty healthy chat going on too, all stream
Nice.
guys. So everyone is having a good time.
I don't know how much of the chat we're actually seeing in. I don't know. Are you seeing any of the chat at all, Cranjis? Are you at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got them open.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how much of it I'm actually seeing or not because I'm just seeing what's going on in StreamYard. There's too much other stuff going on to try and do all of that, but I'll figure that out. And ear trying. I thought you said ear triad, which I was like, okay. And thank you very much for that, brother. I really appreciate it. Very kind of you.
That made him hit an E note.
You know what? I just did what Falco, let me have it. Come on. Need more screens. I got 3 of them.
Falco's been on our ass all night.
Yeah. And probably
He's hard to
deservedly
please.
so. Good Lord. Okay.
I think the
Wow.
audio. I'm just kidding about Falco, by the way. I don't want him to get paranoid and think. Hopefully, Falco gets my sense of humor and he knows I'm always just fucking around. By the way, I'm always just fucking around. So if I say something, you guys are like, "Whoa, what did he just say?" I'm usually fucking around, but Falco, maybe Jam Pro can tell us the audio. After we talked for a while, and then we played that last song or two.
Yeah.
Maybe when we went back into the music, maybe the audio was off a little bit because you had Falco and they're saying, "Settle down, guys."
Oh,
Maybe
No-
the timing was
no.
off a little bit.
No, I don't think so. I
Oh,
didn't see
okay.
anything, but it seems like it's dialed in pretty well.
Okay.
At
Well,
least it does on my end.
take that, Falcro.
Network. It's possible that someone may be seeing some network hiccups on their end, just depending on what servers are going through and things like that, and YouTube and all that. But
Yeah,
Well,
I love Falcro. He's one of my favorite people ever on YouTube, and that's all time.
and I have to say hello to Auntie Atjack. Hello. I can't see you still, but hello. Damn it! I wish I could see you in my chat, man. I don't know what that's about, but we'll figure that out sometime. Yeah, we will somehow figure that out. It's interesting. I don't know how many people have experienced that, but you got somebody in your chat. Like I couldn't see Jam Pro Sound for I don't even know how long, and then all of a sudden one day it fixed itself. So.
I don't know. Let me scroll up here. I've seen Jam Pro a few times.
so Falcro was talking about you guys finally got warmed up, and then basically you were tearing in a new one, and he was telling you to settle down.
Oh, was that what he was saying? Oh,
Yeah. And
okay. All right, yeah.
also what good friends that I have with regard to the Falcro. He got on with me today and kind of helped me check stuff from what I was sounding like, because he and I have the exact same setup in basically the exact same thing that you have. But he helped me today and we talked about some stuff. But he was very helpful today and let me know, I can hear everything and it sounds good. And so that sort of stuff is really helpful. And I appreciate it. It's just amazing how many friends I have that are helping out with this, and new friends that I get to play guitar with.
Who's
guy.
Preston? Preston? Oh yeah, that's an honor, dude. You're pretty fucking solid, man. You're no slouch at all. It's an honor to play with you.
So I have an idea.
Well, thank you.
I've been trying all night to get people to hit the like button and at least match our likes with our viewers.
That never works.
And we're still sitting at 3. So
wow.
maybe if we can get the 16 people watching right now to
That
hit
never
like,
works.
then you guys can rip into another song.
That never works.
We could try that. We'll just
You
sit
can
here
try
and
it.
wait to see if it'll hit 16 for a moment. Why not?
We're gonna be here a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
You better get ready to wait. We're not ending this live stream till we get 21 likes.
There's actually, I'm seeing 21 likes.
Oh,
Yep. It's not refreshing on my end. I just corrected that. I was like, really? We've been sitting here all damn night with 3? No wonder people think I'm nuts. All right. Well, what are you going to play?
you need to talk to that sound guy. If we're gonna do
Now
one
you
more, can I
motherfuckers
reload?
gotta play
Can I
something.
reload the? Whoa! The devil has spoken. Can I reload my ice if we're gonna do one more?
Yeah. Fill it up.
All right,
I'll find us.
fill it up.
I'll look for a good track, something kicking along that we can find.
You
I'll
up
see
for
what I got.
suggestions?
Say again?
You up for a suggestion?
Yes, absolutely.
Where do you want me to put it? You want me to put it in the private chat for you?
Yeah, we can do
All
that.
Let me find it on my phone.
Okay.
I shall return.
Okay. Let me see. How can I? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. I got the private chat. It's. I know that when I'm able to get things a little more stable with regard to what we're doing with StreamYard. Wow. Let's see, that's Justin trying to call me at that time. Okay. And forgive me for taking a moment here. When we get things a little more leveled out with regard to the our control of StreamYard and being able to do all the things that they say you can do, this shows will definitely go quite a bit smoother. No excuses, just we're still learning. But I think we've had a very successful broadcast tonight. I'm really happy about it. And, oh, by the way, drink Diet Pepsi. It will make you stronger, healthier, and it'll get you laid.
Brought to you by aspartame.
It was sponsored by aspartame. Yeah. I gotta find a track for us to try. Let me see what tracks I've got. I'm gonna try and find something fairly short. Oh yeah. What do you think of that one? I know Cranjis probably can't hear me right now, but that's pretty kicking ass. That's a pretty kick-ass track. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna switch my guitar amp. We're gonna go with that track. That was kicking, and you know he likes playing fast, so we're gonna go fast. And we'll go for a fast one. What do I want to do? Let's see what this tone is doing.
That's quite a bit hotter than the previous setup. Yeah.
There was a lot going on in that one. Holy shit.
It sounds fabulous, but it's a lot louder than the other one.
Let me see what I got going on here. Let's see. Yeah, I can see that it is, definitely. Let's bring this back to here. This should be a bit better.
That's more in line with where you were before.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit low, but much better.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't be fucking with those volumes, Marshall.
I'm playing through my new amp, man.
Oh.
Yep. Oh, that's right. I gotta figure out.
Damn it. Hold on. I'm gonna fix that for you, Jam Pro.
Okay, I found us a good one, brother. I found us a good track. Well, here. It's a little more up tempo, maybe a little more.
I think he's making an adjustment, Marshall.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Give me a second.
Yeah,
I think he's
that
making
fucking light was getting on my nerves too. So hopefully, this will be a little better.
Oh, that looks nice.
All right, yeah.
All right. Let me see. What do I
It's a
have
quick
to
one.
do? See. Okay.
This one's gonna make those rings smacking together sound like jingle bells.
This one is E.
That's what I hear when I
E.
play.
Yep. Marshall, you might still be too hot, Marshall, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'll bring it down. Let me just. I just.
Stick with it. Stick with it. Keep it.
I don't know how that happened, but my G-string came a half step out of tune somehow between me running upstairs to get a drink, and by the time I figured it out, the song was over. But I faked it. I faked it till I made it.
It just moved up a half step every time you had to hit
Yeah,
the
I was
G-string,
like-
right? Just
I
change
was
the
like,
whole
wait a
technique.
minute. I know that this is an E minor, right? That was E minor.
Yes.
But for
Yes.
some reason on my G string, I was having to play a half step up. I'm like, whoa, this ain't. I don't know what's going on here, but
Okay. Let me see. I need to see if I can. Oh yeah. I can. I forgot that I could do this. Yeah. Let me do this.
that is weird.
Curl tab.
Thank God that wasn't one of those 10-minute long backing tracks.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was about to get real difficult.
Uh-huh. Okay. So I think, let me see if this works. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay. And we're gonna go ahead.
This one's got a good feel to
Mar-
it, Marshall.
Marshall, if you could come down just a hair on your guitar,
My
if you're
guitar?
going to stick
Yeah.
with that rig, yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna switch guitar amps again. That amp is just a little hot, so we're back to
Okay.
where I was at. And forgive me for that. I need to adjust that. We'll do that when I've got time. Let's see. I should be able to push play on this. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, I better unmute it, and we'll just push play. Is that super loud? Okay.
Yeah, that's really hot.
How's that?
That's probably there.
Let's see how it's.
There we go.
Okay. Okay.
That sound good, Jam Pro?
Yep, sounds great.
got it. You did it. You did what I was hoping you would do. You got the Allison chains in there. Fucking beautiful, man.
That was an interesting feel that I kind of had to. I started to play it normal and then realized that like it doesn't really work because of the groove of that backing track. I don't know
It's
if
got
it's a swing thing.
at the end of it there. It's got that diminished. It's setting up for that whole.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a beautiful backing track. Yeah, I gotta love the.
Yep.
Really cool one.
Yep.
Is it? Oh, it's.
There you go.
Yeah. F sharp dominant. What the hell did I just?
It's just wanting. It's asking for that Yngwie diminished finish, that hook.
And just technically, I would call that the harmonic minor.
There you go. Yeah.
But it's got that. You can definitely get the diminished.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah, it's definitely asking for it. That. Oh.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah. Whatever.
You know, it's funny that I heard that and I didn't ever use the diminished arpeggio. I mean, you could.
It's hard to get in there.
Damn.
Diminished only. It's hard to squeeze diminished in, you know?
Yeah. But you can, like in some of the backing tracks that we've worked with, although I haven't done, I'll admit it, I have not done any diminished riffs at all. And the diminished scale is ultimately the Locrian mode, if you will. But it can be done, you know. Yeah. Wow. I
love it on the low, I guess the high string. Sorry if I'm fucking that up, but just fucking that wasn't clean, but you get what I'm saying. It's 10:30 at night where I'm at, so
right.
My brain's starting to fry, but yeah.
Right. Well,
I love it, but it's hard to squeeze it in. You can't just throw it in every song, you know.
Yeah, you gotta, and I think with those types of arpeggios or scales, if you use it sparingly, it makes them very impactful in an improv guitar solo. I mean, who am I to say what's good or bad in improv, because it's improvised, but you know, I think if you try and use that stuff a little bit sparingly, it really makes.
Yes, you said the key word there, sparingly. Yeah. If you use it like ranch, you know, you just dip your pizza in it or whatever, you know, put a little bit on your salad, that's fine. Yeah. But if you're trying to make the whole dish ranch, you're gonna fuck it up and lose everybody. Cause too much diminished. There's a thin line between perfect and too much. Yeah, and. You know, and again, when I heard that, I immediately was like, okay, that's B harmonic minor. Just in my theory brain went B harmonic minor, and you know, immediately. You know, Yngwie, like a joke. Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. Don't play it out. Yep. Yeah, many vibes. Welcome, man. It's good to see you. Or I don't know. Forgive me if I call you man. I call everybody man or dude. I don't know who's. That's what guitar players do.
Yeah.
Bruh, man, dude, you name it. That's what we do.
Well, you know, we've been going for 2.5 hours now, and it's probably time we hang this up and maybe have a snack and
smoke about 10 cigarettes.
Yeah, smoke 10 cigarettes, have a beer or whatever, cocktail, whatever you like. And again, I want to say thank you to everybody who dropped in tonight to catch this. This was really fun. I think the two of us had more fun than anybody.
Yeah, we did.
But this was
Not
a very
sure
fun.
how it came across on YouTube, but I enjoyed the shit out of it, and personally, I enjoyed the shit out of that. So
Yeah, and
we'll dial
we
it
need we need to do this more because it is certainly possible. And it was really fun to listen to you play tonight and to talk with you about music and to hear your thoughts and all of that. That's just awesome. And the comments and questions and things that we received from the chat, thank you so much for that stuff, because it gives us something to feed off of. Ultimately, it's great to know that
you guys are cool, man. You guys are cool.
Check that out. Wait just a second. Joe, I don't know how old you are. You guys know how to. Okay. And that's another thing is that I am going to be helping folks get their stuff going on this, but you'll have to reach out to me via email. That's on my about page. Just shoot me an email if you're interested in doing something like this.
Marshall, if you will,
yes.
Let me just tell the people, if you are a guitar player and you're thinking about making, getting on YouTube or getting yourself out there, this guy right here, he knows his shit. He can teach you. He set my shit up in a matter of, we met up. My shit was completely fucked up. It was backwards. I had nothing set. I had it just set up good enough to play live. And I've been doing it for years. I'd say within an hour and a half, me and this guy, he had my shit ready to go, sounding better than ever. And this guy knows his shit. So if you're thinking about jumping out there and getting your name out there, this is the guy you need to talk to. He can get you right through it. We started from ground zero. I had cables everywhere. No audio. It was absolutely fucked up from ground zero, and we built it up, and we were playing songs. We were working on sounds within 2 hours.
Yeah.
So, amazing. This guy's super smart.
I really appreciate that, man. And
I
love doing it. I would have been a teacher if I wasn't a guitar tech or a journeyman plumber. And you did a fabulous job. This dude knows how to navigate on a computer, and that's very, very helpful to get it to this level. But it was really so cool. The look on your face. He's like, he put his headphones on, he could see his audio going into Reaper, and he was like,
blown away.
Holy shit, I can't, so that's always a good.
I'm hearing, this is only a few days old, and I'm hearing stuff I've never heard before out of my own setup, and I've got a good setup. I just didn't know how to use it correctly. And
well, the first thing
you
is
fixed it up, and there's another guy. He's hanging in the back, but that dude knows his shit too. So
yeah,
you're amazing, man. You're amazing. You're a godsend.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and everything I can do to help. And one important thing, you got to remember to plug the cables into the right inputs, not the.
Yeah. Yep. Facts.
I was going, there's no fucking way you're not having signal in there. Hang on, let me switch these cables.
Yeah.
That was all it took. And dude, it's funny. I didn't say this, but that might be why all of this time you were thinking that your interface wasn't working.
Yeah.
You could have been, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. It's problem solved, and it's so cool to be able to do
solved
this.
Quickly.
Yeah.
We could have fucked with that for hours. Mm-hmm. And we were playing songs. We were already working on timing and other things. Amazing, dude. You are amazing, dude. Like, I'm indebted. I don't mean that as lip service. I'm grateful because I knew with everything that I've got here in front of me, I knew I had a better sound than what I was getting, but I was just happy to do what I could do. So, yeah.
Well, and thank you for taking me up on and playing guitar with me tonight. And we will do it again sometime soon, I hope. So I think with that, we should probably say goodnight and get off to have a snack. We've ended the show like 13 times so far. So.
Yeah. We've been
Thank
enjoying
you, brother. Peace, everybody. Y'all have a really wonderful evening. We'll see you soon.